Now we're at chapter 5, Sean Neals. I can only imagine what this is going to be, child. Oh, so he's the one that, so he gets bent. Says it's, we going to see. Look, because I'm like, not Sean Neals.
Sean Neals.
Or is he going to propose? Maybe that's what, we'll see.
The year passed, and thankfully we didn't have many bad arguments. Although Sean was strangely getting into voodoo, he would put curses on people, and I wasn't sure how to respond to that craziness.
What? He was getting into what? I honestly never expected that. Every time I think I'm ready for something, I'm not. Because no, I was not expecting her to say he was getting into what? So he is doing witchcraft and stuff on that on for evil and not good. Oh my goodness. Wow.
My problem as a single mother was I wanted to be married. He always had excuses and delays when it came to committing to marriage.
Okay, so this must be him popping a question because, yeah, she is single. She is a mother. And regardless of whether or not she has a child or not, she wants to be a wife. So come with the ring. Girl, but you already had a husband, and I'll be sure you could have just stayed with your husband. Someone that was actually good for you. Miss, I always have love for you, and I'm so glad that we are forever bonded because of Quincy. You could have just stayed with you had a husband. Don't act like you were not married. So for her to sit there, see, that's what I'm saying. It's her decisions. That's what I'm saying. This expose is opening up a lot more because I'm just like, girl, you are pretty, but not that. You don't listen. That's what it, because she's very cognizant. She's very aware of everything, but she just goes against her better judgment. Especially to call the better part of her life with him, to even call it the better part of her life after being with, girl, please.
His label was blowing up. Biggie dropped, and it was just about over. He also signed Mary J. Blige, and of course, when I found out he slept with her, we fought.
What? What? Who just so, what is it, cavalier, whatever it is, throws that in there? Of course he slept with her. What? Were y'all aware of this? Because I have never heard of such a thing. This is the first time that I'm ever hearing this. Honestly, I'm not surprised because Mary is a I'm not surprised at all, okay? Like, Mary J. Blige had a husband and a girlfriend, and the husband divorced her, and she got to pay alimony to the husband and their girlfriend. So that's why I'm like, were y'all aware of this? Because I never heard that. I've been here since 1990, child, freaking 2. Okay, been here a long time, but I'm just like, that one definitely threw me for a loop. I was not every time I think I'm ready for something to come out, it does not. No, for real. Exactly. That's all I'm like, where did this come? Like, I was not expecting him. I had never heard that. Never heard that. Wow.
He claimed it was a mistake, and my stupid ass took him back again. Sean asked me for a threesome with her. At first, I was mad, but Mary was beautiful.
What? What? I'm sure they did it. I'm sure, because like I said, Mary had a girlfriend and a husband. So I wouldn't be surprised. Every time I think I'm ready for something to happen in this book, I'm not. I'm not, because I know she said she gonna say she did it.
It was our first threesome, and I loved it.
Told you. She said it was our first one, and I loved it. Oh my God. I had never heard that. What? Wow.
Mary was sexy. I would not be doing this a lot, but it was so hot.
Oh my God. This is, oh my goodness. Like, this is literally, I mean, boggling. I'm not expecting to run into this kind of stuff, okay? I mean, it's really just, no, for real, right. It's definitely blowing my mind. It's just like, what is going on here? I was not every twist and turn is a twist and turn in this book. I feel like it could be real, but I'm not certain. But I feel like it could be real.
I was young and exploring my sexuality was enticing. Over the years, we brought other women into our bedroom periodically, and we were happy.
What? Over the years, this was a thing that was done periodically. Over the years. I mean, I guess couples do this, okay? I guess. I would not be willing to do that. I'm sorry. But like she said, she got a kink and he got the mink for it all. I hate to say it like that, but I'm just saying because I'm like, what is going on? Oh my goodness.
This is until one day I came home to a situation that went from awkward to a nightmare. Quincy was with the babysitter and Sean was sitting with Albie Shore at the dinner table.
What? Girl, not your wannabe future husband and your ex-husband sitting down at the table together. I guess I could completely understand this because this is Quincy's dad. But I wonder if Diddy was trying to have a sit down so he could become Quincy's daddy. Especially because, like he said, he blowing up. He got Biggie. He got Mary. You know, he's coming out with Bad Boy. You know, he's coming up in the ranks. So I could only imagine, yeah, he was trying to punk Al.
Child with Al. And Sean was the father in Quincy's life. The awkwardness of all...
Sean was the father in Quincy's life. Baby, if Al got there because of Diddy, you don't think Al wasn't there because of that man? Because, baby, if you ain't know, it's a lot that you don't know, girl. Because, like she said, young, naive, gullible, a whole bunch of things. But honestly, who's not when they're... She was, like I said, maybe 22 at this time. Maybe.
Us being together had dissolved a long time ago, but it was still weird that they were here in my home together alone.
Right. And that's why I'm like, girl, if you didn't know that was going to happen, it's a lot that you are not privy to and not aware of.
I sat down and we had drinks. It was fun. The conversation was cool until it wasn't.
Because who just sits down without saying what's going on? Why are we sitting down here? Because that's strange. If that's not your everyday life, you just don't let that be your everyday life. So who just has a drink with the ex and no, girl, see, that's what I'm saying. She does stuff that is not normal. Did he know that she does stuff that's not normal? Could he sense that? Because no, girl, especially
Al was a little loose after a couple of drinks.
I'm looking like Mary, cause what that mean? What do that mean? A little loose. Cause I hope she not finna say that they gonna have they first moment together. Oh my goodness. Cause if they do, like she said, this why all of her kids, child, get caught up in the stress of it all. Goodness.
I remember him saying, it's still weird seeing you with my friend, but you're happy, so I'm happy for you guys.
Al saying, it's still weird with you being with my friend, but y'all are happy, so I'm happy for y'all. I'm glad he can be honest about the fact that it is most certainly weird for Kim to be with Diddy, like she said, because they all met around the same time. So I could definitely understand it being weird. And girl, you don't find that weird? You don't find that suspicious? That's why I'm just like, I'm really curious just about Miss Kim. I'm like, I'm feeling y'all in the poll because I just checked the poll results. Yeah, I mean, pretty much we're all still uncertain. But I'm just like, just hearing what we're hearing is, sheesh, a lot.
Sean responded, thanks, man. Me and you, we share so much.
What? Talking about thanks. We share so much. Thanks. That's what you say to me saying it's weird to see y'all together, but I'm happy for y'all. Nah, I know, I understand. No type of compassion, but thanks. Wow. There's nothing empathic about him at all. There's nothing empathic about that man, about Mr. More Money, More Problems at all. He didn't even say, there was no type of compassion. It was just, wow.
Replied coolly, Word. The conversation took an odd and awkward turn when Sean said, "We all been together sexually, but not together."
Oh my God. Is that woman hand over her face in the back? I might have to take the chat off so y'all can see. Because I'm like, I think that woman hand is over her face in the back. If her hand is over her face in the back, that is exactly what I'm looking like. What do you mean? Who says that? We've all been together, but not together. Because she's been with him and she's been with her ex-husband. And as I said, he wanted to be with Al too. He was just like, yeah, I want a piece of Al booty too. Oh my God. He wanted everybody. What is up with this man? Like, oh, wow.
I was shocked for a moment. As quietness lingered in the room, I asked, "What do you mean by all together?"
Obviously, girl. Obviously, we know what it means all together. You the only person that's been with everybody in the room, girl. You know exactly what he mean. And y'all already been having several people inside y'all relationship. And you don't want to ask questions about why your ex-husband is sitting down with your wannabe future husband. So here you are, being in the most uncomfortable predicament that you could be in. And I'll be sure to come out and say whether or not this conversation happened. And that'll tell us if this book is as accurate as we're hearing or what's been put out. So Al, confirm or deny the allegations of the book so we know the facts of the matter. Because just hearing this, yeah.
Al shifted uncomfortably, but Sean didn't hesitate. You know how we sometimes invite other people into our bed? I couldn't believe it.
Cause imagine, cause it's exactly, girl. You talking about you couldn't believe it, but you should. This is what you've been doing, and now he want to do your ex-husband. Girl, you said you loved him too, girl.
Oh, hell no, Sean. This is my son's father.
So if he wasn't your son's father, then what, girl? Outside of that, girl, you need to be saying, this is my ex-husband. I'm done doing him. Like, girl, there are so many other things that you could say, but you chose to say, this is my child's father. Yeah, outside of that, still. Because if he wasn't, then what? People be worried about the wrong thing. She be worried about the wrong thing. That's why I'm like, she is really starting to get on my little nerves a bit.
Al, say something. What Al said was mind-boggling. I don't know. It could be kind of hot.
Oh my God. Al was down. Al, you like men too? Al, or was Al thinking that they was gonna choo Kim? Cause Diddy wouldn't talk about no choo unless he was talking about you, Al, because whoo-wee. The first person that they did it with was Mary. Now he done got to the point where he want to do it with her ex-husband, father of her child. He don't care about none of that. And I don't know if he was trying to do, I don't know. Because I'm like, maybe he was doing stuff like that just to kind of like blackmail people because of who he is. Because imagine saying, yeah, I tried to do it somewhere. I tried to menage with Al and Kim, and Al was down, but Kim was the one that wasn't. Imagine.
I miss you in that way. Although I couldn't believe Sean would do this, the truth was I still cared about Al. And this...
Oh my God, they finna do it. Oh my God, because Al's sitting there talking about, I miss you in that way. Oh, this is wild. Al talking about, I miss you in that way. And she still love him in that way. So, they about to do it. Oh my goodness.
It could be very hot. I just didn't want it messing up my relationship. And if things became awkward, how would it affect Quincy? So
the fact that she's considering it. How could it get messy? Unless everybody start falling in love with everybody. Because, girl, it's already messy. All of y'all thinking about it. All of y'all nasty. That's crazy.
I asked, are you both sure? I imagined both of them inside me. I knew this would be awkward sexually. There would be some bumping of genitals, but what happened next, I couldn't have imagined in my wildest dreams. Al.
What? What? Well, I'll just pull it down and say, let's do it. Because I'm like, what?
And then it's X'd out, so I don't know what Al did. I couldn't believe it.
Y'all know in the beginning they said if it's X'd out, they retracted information to save, the integrity of the people that were involved. And she said what happened next she couldn't imagine, but didn't even tell us in this book. So Al and Diddy must have did it. Because I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm just saying options. Because if everybody was down to Minaj, she said, y'all sure. She imagining them. What, because like I said, Al be acting like he's scared of Diddy because clearly they didn't see nothing wrong with a little, hey, they didn't see nothing wrong.
I stood there in shock, but when I saw Sean, I ran out of the room.
So it was them two. That's what I said. Yeah, It was some,
This was too much. I couldn't. Sean called out to me, oh, come on, Kimmy. They didn't chase after me. And it's X'd out.
Continue to do what they were doing. You know what's crazy? Now I realize when she asked the question of, what do you mean we've all been together but not together? Them two had already, it seemed like Diddy and Al had already been together. Because again, girl, you came home to your ex-husband and your wannabe future husband together. And that's not normal, but you didn't find that alarming. They've had so many conversations that you are not privy to. And especially if they did whatever they did. And like she said, that's why she didn't want to say anything for the sake of her children. Because now everybody has to know Quincy's dad, who is still alive, was intimate with Diddy. Pretty much is what she's saying in this book, if this is the fact of the matter. Which is why I said we need Mr. Albie Shore to come and surely tell us, excuse me, it was the cola, exactly what it is. Because she got some strong details up in this book. It's even though it's retracted, it's still very vivid.
So Al took the initiative. Jeez Louise.
Yeah, that's exactly what it sounds like. It sounds like Al took the initiative because it was not Al's first time with that man. It don't seem like she said they didn't even run after me. They telling her to come back, Kimmy.
Let's go on. I couldn't get the image out of my mind. I couldn't be with Sean for a while, but
y'all look at his jacket. Y'all see where it say daddy right here on his jacket? And it's an old picture. It say daddy. I told y'all, that's why I'm like, when I was watching Making a Band and they put them little excerpts of, they'll say the name right here and they'll say, I guess, like, let's say a job title or something like that. When they showed the location, it said Diddy's house. No, it didn't say Diddy's house. The location said Daddy's house. And that's why I said, does it say D-I-D-D-Y or D-A-D-D-Y? And it says D-A-D-D-Y. That's why I'm like, this man has been hiding in plain sight with this stuff for a long time. Because this picture is mad old. This is a bad boy jacket that has daddy on it. What man who's not a father to anyone at this time walks around with stuff that says daddy? Even dads don't walk around with stuff that says daddy on it. If they do, it'll maybe say #1 dad, world's best dad. This is my dad's shirt. My kid bought me this shirt. Something, but it did not just say daddy. Especially when you put stuff right here, that's basically a name that I want you to call me. Like if I put my name, Kadria, KD, curated by KD, whatever I'll put there that represents me, this man put daddy. And I'm just saying, it's been in our face for a long time. A long time.
That wouldn't be the last time I saw Sean in a compromising position, not by a long shot.
And see, that's the most unfortunate part of a man and his love for you. Once a man loves you, they get way too comfortable doing BS around you. Like she said, this was not the first nor the last time I would catch him in an uncompromising position. Not the first nor the last. Because he got to a point where he didn't even care. Like, it started off trying to be a hidden thing from her, but then he slowly tried to integrate her into it to the point where, like she said, Mary was the first person that they were, intimate with together. Then he doing people without her. And she walking in, seeing him.
One day I found the vault where he kept all his encounters with men.
The vault? Encounters with men? Those three details are not, oh my God, that's so chilling. Chilling. Encounters? Wow. With men at that. Sheesh.
Yes, he kept a record of it. But
I'm like, was he on one of them?
That's for later.
Look, I'm like, right. That's why I'm like, was he on one of them?